Okay, I'm live on. Let's see. Let me see what's going on here. I don't know how to do a lot of this stuff. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm live on YouTube. Let's see. Put this up. Trying to set this up. Oh, come on, great. Why is it I can't get this thing set up? I need a stand. Something. Okay. Live on Instagram. Trying to go live. Let's go. Set up. Okay. Okay. There we go. Greetings, people. Sunset Sunday. Welcome to Daylight Saving Time Sunday. How's everybody doing? Let's see what's going on. I know I'm on a little later than I planned on doing. Got busy doing this stuff, you know. Like I said last week, my Sunset Sundays are going to get later as we get more daylight, because hence the theme of this platform is a Sunset Sunday. Okay, that's what we're going to do. As we get more into summer, it'll be between 8:30 and 9 o'clock. My Sunset Sundays will be, but right now it's going to be between 7:30, maybe 7:30 and 8, as we get progressively into more daylight. How's everybody doing? Been an interesting week for me. Got into a lot of discussion. Anybody saw my video rant yesterday? That's what I called it. It was just, you get people online, they want to make comments about something that really don't pertain to them, and it's, but that's all part of being online too, marketing. I don't mind. I don't mind that. It don't bother me. It bothers more them than it do me, because they so serious about arguing their fact about them. A lot of times they have real no back up on their issue or their comments or whatever. But that's cool. It's cool. Only by their experience and whatever. But that's cool too. Everybody's reality is different. And it's always going to be different. Stay on. I want everybody to stay on to the last part of this Sunset Sunday. This week, last 2 weeks, the community I belong with, the Top Earners webinar, unleashed a plane or a platform on, if you're looking, okay, and I'm saying if you're looking, you gotta be looking, people. Hence the word if you're looking. I'm talking to everybody that's on YouTube, that's on Instagram, and on Facebook. If you are looking to change your financial situation for 2019, you need to stay on to the end of this platform and get this link. And there's going to be a demo showing a software that they were introduced to this platform that really I don't think y'all seen anybody else introduce this to. And you're gonna have to stay on and get this on the back end if you see it. I'll probably market that. That's everybody on YouTube, Instagram, and whatever. I'm gonna leave a link to this. It's an interesting concept. Well, it's not interesting. Most people, if you look at the top leaders, in even before the internet, okay, and this is what we gotta drill into. A lot of the old heads in network marketing, all these people keep reiterating to promote the companies that they're affiliated with. Those companies are not your business, okay? I know a lot of people probably get tired of hearing that, but until people start understanding that and it gets in their head and here, I'm gonna keep reiterating on it into the people that get and understand this. What this whole situation should be about. Most people who make a lot of money in this online space, be it network marketing, affiliate marketing, whatever it is, they usually have their own products or services. Now, granted, and I've said this before, you can start out in these kind of businesses because we live in an age where we cut out the middleman. We live in an age where we connect consumers or products and services, retail to the consumer. Okay, that's the age we live in. There are some people, I think, I've been hearing in our political system wanna like halt a lot of that kind of stuff because they saying these tech companies like Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, they're too big and they're not saying it directly, but people are taking advantage of it. I was looking at some things on, on today, MSNBC. We're talking about even on 60 Minutes today, they're talking about how there's over 1 million people. Now, US, they're talking about they have completely stopped looking for a job. Why? Well, I've been saying this too. Social media has a big part of it. Technology has a big part of it. They're saying technology has put these people out of business. Well, on the front end, they're right. Technology has put a lot of people's jobs out of business because they can automate it. But on the other side of this coin, technology has allowed other people to start their own businesses. Okay. And like I said, connecting consumer to products and services, cutting out the middleman, cashing in on monies that you would pay out mostly to that middleman. Now you can have that. And today, in this last 2 weeks, we even have more so on how to show you how. Let me ask you, if you're interested, if you may be interested in starting a business of your own, or actually, let me say, if you're already in a business of your own and you have ideas to like start some online courses. Online courses are a big thing that how people are making a lot of money. Membership sites, monthly payments to those sites. There's all these online network marketing people. The top network marketing people do this, folks. Contrary to what your upline or the affiliate company wants to tell you, contrary to how they want to tell you that you have to market the company, the top money makers in these entities have trainings. Okay, I can name a few of them. All right, if you go online, you can look up. I'm gonna name one that just passed away, Dexter Yeager. Okay, Dexter Yeager had a lot of training. Okay, Dexter Yeager business, why he became a millionaire. Now this is how they want to market. They say Dexter Yeager became a billionaire in the Amway Corporation, but Dexter Yeager's business did not allow him to become a billionaire just because of Amway. Okay, did not. Contrary to what anybody want to tell you, Dexter Yeager's business because he was a businessman. He had a lot of different businesses that he got into. Now, granted, what network marketing things allow you to do, if you're successful, you can make a lot of money and you can get what I call seed money. A lot of y'all get caught up in this thing about, well, I don't have enough credit to get a business loan. Forget the business loan. They're not going to give you a business loan anyway. Forget the banks. Learn. There's other avenues to get seed money. Like I said, through affiliate marketing, through network marketing, or whatever. We got too much technological advances, softwares that allow you to not even have to borrow money from a bank. Borrow money from a bank is the most wasted time anybody's going. Even if you wanted to start a brick and mortar, why would you want to start a brick and mortar business? Because that's all you know. Well, I'm here to tell you, brick and mortar businesses take up your time. And if you're working a job, there's no way in hell you're going to be able to do a brick and mortar business. The smartest way to do is leverage what I call the connection between consumer to product and retail through using social media and the internet. Most of you guys got cell phones. you got laptops, you got whatever kind of device that's connected to social media. This is how you can do this. There's all kinds of trainings. There's all kinds of information. Google, YouTube, you can go all those kinds of things, and they tell you the best ways to start, trainings to start an online business. I'm here to tell you we have a platform, probably one of the best that we have on Wednesday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, we got trainings every Wednesday, and this platform has been around since 2008. Okay, they've trained and helped some of the top people that you see online today. If you know any people like Ray Higdon, okay, Steve Rachel, and to name a few, Lisa Torres, Tracy Walker, all these guys that are top that you see online started within training in these places. Hello, cousin. What's going on? How you doing? Long time no see. These people have started somewhere. We spend more money going to school to get a job than we do really training ourselves to make money. Okay. Now, these people that I mentioned, they came through this training platform of Top Earners Marketing Webinar Training System, and they just put out a new training thing software that starts in a week and a half. Actually, it starts what's the 18th? It's a week from tomorrow. Okay, I'm gonna leave a link here that you can get involved. After I get off of here, I'm gonna leave a link on everything that you can get over. You can get involved with to learn how to start or to produce products or services. And I know a lot of you probably said I don't have a background and stuff in that, or I don't have any value. Well, this is to show you how you can have the value. I'm doing fine, cuz. How you been? How you been? Been a long time since I've seen you on my platforms. But it's what's going on today. And I've been saying this, and I see in the political system, they don't want to talk about a lot of this stuff because you got to understand there's a system that's in place that they have to help feed. And this is on both sides of the party line. Okay. You got one talks about, if you saw the numbers this week, every first Friday of the month, they come out with business or employment numbers was down. Consider what was going on. There was only 20,000 jobs were produced. Okay. 60 Minutes was talking about the same thing about the Federal Reserve. Now that's another different story. They're talking about the Federal Reserve and what they're there for. Federal Reserve, contrary, if anybody saw that show today on 60 Minutes, contrary to what they told you with this Federal Reserve is not even an American entity. Okay. You hear me again? The Federal Reserve is not an American entity. You want to understand all about Federal Reserve? I've been telling people about this. Read this book, folks. Rich Dad's Conspiracy of the Rich, the 8 New Rules of Money. There are rules of money that have changed from the last 10 years, and most people don't understand, and most people have not been taught and not being taught in school. Even if you were given civics in school, the civics that you were given was way out of date, and it was mandated by a certain curriculum at your school. All right. So it's not really your fault because you don't know about certain things because your teachers didn't know. Okay. Your teachers didn't know. You can't teach what you don't know. When you know better, you do better. And the teachers in most of our schools, especially if you went to school in high school in the 70s or part of the 60s, you wouldn't have known. The teachers didn't know. They keep certain things from you because that's what the system was about. I did a Facebook Live yesterday, turned into a kind of a rant type of thing, but you understand there's systems in place to keep you docile, to keep you compliant, to keep you that you should be grateful for what you have. And it is a shame that We got a lot of people that don't live up to their potential because they're so inundated in that kind of system, and they don't realize that you were meant more than to work and pay bills till you die. And that's what a lot of you have been taught and has gotten caught up in. See, and especially in a black or brown communities, we spend too much time trying to survive instead of trying to live. It is time to stop that shit. Okay? There is too much out here. And I mean, it's just too much out here. There's too much leverage. There's too much available where you don't have to work till you die. I don't believe the universe, God, or whatever you believe had an intention for us to live that way. But because we live in such a society that is based off of man's greed, okay, that we have allowed, or we've had a certain group of people control every aspect of how we live, from our physical, from our political, and from our spiritual aspects, that most of us have gotten caught up in there. We don't know how to get out of it because that's all we know and that's all we've been taught. And it's a shame that there's a lot of us that are living like that. And especially it's a shame that there's a lot of, especially millennials. I don't know what their problem is. Well, I know what their problem is. They've been taught the same bullshit that our parents taught us and their parents taught us because they don't know. You can't teach anything different if you don't know. But you know what? That's a piss poor excuse also, because today, everybody, like I said, everybody carries a cell phone. But what everybody want to do, you don't want to send out bullshit messages, information, play bullshit games, and you wonder why there are certain other people move ahead, because they learn. Okay, they learn what's going on. Jobs will not sustain you. They were talking about how the Federal Reserve was talking about there's 1 million people now have stopped, quit, no more. They're not looking for no job. Okay, this is why there's they're saying something. I guess the economy's kind of a little bit slowing down. I don't know, but I've said that because of technology has given other opportunities, not because technology has put people out of work. Granted, it has. I said this earlier, but what it's got to do, what they don't want to tell you, they will not tell you in the media, that technology has allowed some people to get out of the job market, so they don't count them as there because they're not paying taxes like the rest of you working class, and they can't count them as working. If you understand this, then you make better decisions about what's truly going on. Our educational system will never tell you about why you are doing what you do and why most of us die unhappy we die with our full potential still intact of us. Too busy trying to make a living instead of making a life. I know you got to have money to pay bills. Don't get me wrong. I'm not stupid. But there's today more than any time in the history that I've been alive, it is more easy to really now catapult into making a life instead of just making a living and just surviving. It is stupid to just have to work to pay bills anymore. Okay? It's stupid to. There's too much info out here that will allow you to do other things. And I don't know why you'd be scared either. I know some of you probably think, well, it's too scared. I don't know. Well, I don't know why you're not scared of what the corporate plantation would do to you. And and I'm gonna talk to you retiree folks. Now, my mom's been retired for going on 30 years. And when my father died, she got part of his something Medicare, she got some Medicare now, whatever. Now what these fools are doing, and this is why people got to quit depending on what the government's going to do, what they promise. They promise a lot of shit and renege on it. They're cutting back on Medicare, so they're cutting back on what she paid. That she's getting less in the check. She got to pay more out. So we got to understand something here. This is not smart on your part, being retired, to depend on what the Medicare system. We got fools that are trying to cut back those type of benefits, and they spout off this thing called socialism. Granted, but those fools, them same fools, get the same social benefits after they leave office, but they're gonna call it socialism. Okay, now we got this fool coming out with its budget. The fool in the White House. You know who the hell I'm talking about. What's up, Kent? What's up? What's up, man? How you doing? You going to pick up your new laptop tomorrow? Okay. I'm streaming on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook right now. Swag Geta, thanks for joining me in my Facebook Live. I think I saw you the last time I was on. But what I'm saying to you is that we got to stop depending on these things about what this government tells us what they're going to do, and then they turn around and do what the hell they want. But tomorrow, I guess a budget thing is supposed to come out, and the fool in the White House, I'll call the nigga in the White House, wants to propose an 8.56 expenditure for this damn wall again. Now they say it's gonna be dead on arrival. I don't know who this is. They get it's gonna be dead on arrival. Sorry for people on Instagram or somebody called me. I'm streaming on my iPhone with you guys, and somebody's always calling interrupted. But they say that's gonna be dead on arrival. Oh, Thursday you getting your laptop? Okay, that's cool. That's cool. We need to start doing some webinars, man. Okay. Get back into doing some real things. You know what's going on. Top Earners webinar. They got I guess you got an email. I'm gonna leave a link here. There's a replay. They did a demo a couple of days ago. Well, last Wednesday. Showing how this one software that will allow you to create courses. Now, for you guys who probably might have gone to school online, I did. I went to school online. They had some of these kind of software back then, but it was not available to the general public. If it was, it's probably very expensive. Online courses are not a new thing. Okay, now it's available to people who want to get on. Yeah. Now, one of the things I would suggest you do when I leave this link on here, take a look at this link. I'm gonna leave a link on all the social media platforms on how to get involved with this. YouTube, Facebook. Take a look at this. They do a demo on how to use this software. And you can get involved with our platform for $10, people. Not okay. Let me rephrase that. Okay, you can test drive this platform for $10. I think $10 for 10 days. Give you that time enough to look at it, check it out, see what you want to do. Then you can upgrade to different levels in this platform. Okay, I'll leave the link so you can get a hold of that. Because it's a crazy thing, folks. We got enough stuff out here that we don't have to work. Black folks especially. We do not have to work till we drop the fuck dead. Because if you work that hard and you drop dead at your desk, and I've known some of that to happen. Seriously. They will replace your ass in a heartbeat. And that'll be affecting your family, especially if you are only depending on that income. And if you're only depending on your income from retirement. I'm just being honest, folks. it is not imperative for you to just depend on one source of income. I don't care how long you've been working or how when you retire, you need another source of income. And it does not mean another job. As a retiree, you need something that will kick off residual. Granted, that's what your retirement is, but your retirement is going to be what it is. They may give you a bullshit cost of living raise, which they haven't done with my mom in a while since she retired from the Columbus, or what is it, Ohio Teachers Union, State Teachers Union. She used to get this thing called a 13th check at the end of the year on the December, like 2 checks in one. They cut that shit out when they fucked up with the investments with all these stock broker things. So, this is why it's imperative for people to learn economics, financial wherewithal, to take hold of your own businesses, your own financial affairs. And it's the same thing about even with your health. I talked about this in another yesterday in the video rant I had. We got to realize what's going on, folks. But we also got to understand there are solutions to solve the problems that people are facing, especially that are struggling financially. But you got to be willing to invest in yourself. We even if you are struggling with stuff, most of us take money and spend it on all kinds of liabilities. Okay. I was watching this. Anybody see? This is a prime example. Anybody see the new Superfly movie? That new one, that updated one? Well, there's a scene. It was on last night. There's a scene. These guys are drug dealers and gangsters, and this is why this is so apropos with us. These guys, they got connected with the one of the Mexican cartel. They're making money hand over fist, and they just black people. Even in Goodfellas, the same thing happened. Why the fuck? Why would you spend $600,000 on a watch? People, do you hear me? Why would you spend $600,000 on a watch? Who are you trying to fucking impress? A watch that costs $600,000 better give me time on Alpha Centauri, better get me in touch with the higher power and give me time there, which it ain't none. It better give me the temperature everywhere in the world. It better give me all kinds. 600,000, not $600, not 6,000, $600,000. This fool spent on a watch, and the guy that played the Superfly character, he said, "Why?" He said the same thing. All you're doing is bringing attention to yourself. Just like in Goodfellas. Now, in Goodfellas, them guys, when they did the Lufthansa heist, everybody went out, bought all these new things, and said, why do we do that? If you're going to be in that game, people are going to be watching. Even if you're in this game and making money legally, motherfuckers going to be watching you, okay? People are jealous. People are hurting. People are jealous. My whole point is that we got to be smarter, especially black people as a people. And this is why most lotto winners are broke within 2 years, because they spend money in bullshit stuff. Did you know that the person that, remember, was it North Carolina? That guy that won, or that person that won 1 billion dollars? Well, I think that person has come forward, but I think he was getting some financial advice and seeing a lawyer. He probably knew. That's what took so long, but he's finally come forward anonymously, which is smart. There's too many assholes out here who want to try to heist you for your loot because they think they can. That's why you got to be smart about money, when you get money, and how to keep the money. It's not so much how much you make or how much when you make it. It's about keeping the money, people. This is one thing that I see our community never learns. We want to spend money on so many liabilities. We want to showboat too much. We want to show how much we made money. I get mad at people in the industry that are flashing dollar bills online because they think they got to prove to the masses that they're making money. Well, you don't have to prove to the masses that way that you're making money. Prove to the masses how you're making money by your lifestyle. Let them guess what you do for a living by your lifestyle, not by flashing money. Flashing money will get you hurt in today. Okay, even on social media, that's the most dumbest, most ignorant thing I've ever seen people do. Flashing money. And even in this that movie last night, Superfly, why is it that every time black people, Latino people, when they're doing money, why do you throw money up in the air? Why are you throwing money? The one scene, these guys were flipping money down on the ground in a strip club. Why? I don't get. I'm be honest. Maybe I'm. If that's being black, then I don't want to be black. If that's being black, fuck being black. I'm being honest. All the time we see in movies, we got, especially when there's a predominantly black cat, especially some genre like that, you got women twerking. Women, that's a fucking turn off. Okay, ain't nothing sexy about a woman rubbing her jelly ass around like that. Ain't nothing sexy about it. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. Ain't a damn thing sexy about that shit. Nothing, nada. Okay, I don't know why. I don't know who started that mess. I don't even like jelly donuts. I'd be damned if I like something like that. Okay, whatever. But we do. It's crazy. It's a crazy movie though. But we gotta be smarter, people. Gotta be smarter. But like I said, listen, how long I've been on it? Wow, I've been on it 30 minutes. Longer than I usually want to stay on here. I'm gonna be getting off of here soon. So I'm gonna leave this link at the end of this. You can take a look at this training. It's a demo on this software that they're using to create tools, courses, and whatever. You gotta be part of this community to get a hold of this software. Okay, you gotta be part of the community. It's not just free to anybody. No, let's get something right. Ain't nothing free. I don't care what people tell you. Talking about this is free. And you got Bernie Sanders talking about free college. Ain't no such thing as free college. Somebody's gotta pay for it. Don't get caught in that twisted trip. Okay, ain't nothing free. There's no such thing as free college. Even in California, when they used to have free college in Los Angeles or in California, somebody was paying for it. Taxes, in some way. They're paying through taxes. Bolo Diallo, welcome. T-Burl, welcome. There's no such, like I said, there's no such thing as free tax, free anything. Okay, somebody's got to pay for that stuff. When you see that stuff, I don't know. I don't know what to say about this whole Democratic candidates. It's too many of them. Sometimes I think they got all these people that are running for president. All it's going to do is give it more advantage to 45 to get reelected again. And they're now there's a big dissension in because Alexandria Cortez, they want to rein her in because of some of the things he said, but they don't say shit about 45 and what he said from day one coming down an escalator. So basically, they need to tell the GOP to go fuck off. I would. Or anybody, and I would tell some of the people in the Democratic Party that they will fuck off. Y'all need to, hey, what we doing right now ain't about what people say. Democrats, Republicans, GOP, we are at war. We are at war for the sanctity of our democracy. If we don't understand that shit, we're going to get fucked and we're going to have that fool in a second term if we don't understand what we're dealing with. Okay? Contrary to what a lot of people want to say, Trump ain't that dumb. Okay? Trump ain't that dumb. He just uses some tactics that are old as time. Okay? That's all. He's using a lot of military tactics. If you've never been around military people or trained with military people, you probably wouldn't understand. Okay? He's using a lot of that stuff. That's why he won the election. You would think somebody like Hillary Clinton would have known that, but I don't even get into that. All right, people, I'm gonna leave the link at the end of this videos. And like I always say, this is Sunday. Most of y'all got to meet that mule in the morning. You're stressed, hate your job, heart attack rate. This is what Les Brown said. Heart attack rate goes up between now and the time you got to go to work on Monday morning. Why? Because you're stressed. You don't want to deal with the politics on the corporate plantation. You don't want to deal with none of that craziness. And there's other alternatives of how to make a living instead of being stressed and dropping dead on your job. Okay? With that being said, I'm going to leave this link under here. I want to say thanks for all you who tuned in to my Sunset Sundays. Those who are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, that is GJS Enterprises Marketing. I have trainings on there. Subscribe to that platform. Subscribe to my Instagram of the same name, GJS Enterprises, or you can subscribe to my Facebook Lives on my fan page, DJ Greg Smith or GJS Enterprises also. Okay? That being said, people, peace. Have a good evening, rest of your evening. Don't be stressed. Take care, and we'll see you on the next video. I'm out.